Okay, so first, TikTok was banned. Oh, and we all went to her funeral. Like, we all really thought it was over. We watched old videos, we reposted them like, rip, OMG. Then all of a sudden she rose. She's back. I don't think I'm the only one that feels confused. I don't know if I was more relieved when I heard it was getting banned or more relieved when it came back. You know what I mean? Like, if you were to ask me, yes or no, are you happy that TikTok is back? It's all very confusing, apocalyptic. I could say it's really not important, but actually it is. It's political. I don't want to talk about politics, but... And today was the day of the inauguration. I was gonna go to dance class and go out and, you know, be my normal self and be out and about, even though it's literally snowing. But I decided because of the day that it is, and with all the stuff happening with TikTok and with the world, I felt like I just needed to stay inside for today. And so I want to unpack this with you. Okay. So I didn't think it was like for real that TikTok was actually gonna get banned. Obviously, the rumor, or I guess the fact, was circulating, right? But I just always kind of had the eerie feeling that like if it was gonna go away, it was gonna come back, and that there was gonna be implications to that. To quote Paige DeSorbo, Giggly Squad, my bestie, she doesn't know she's my bestie, but she's my bestie. She was like, thank God, like I want my life back. When she heard about the ban. Like, yeah, I think we all want our lives back. I'm so tired of doom scrolling. One time, I had deleted TikTok for like 2 months, and I actually felt like I had longer days, and I was like just doing more in general. And then I downloaded it back. I had a super healthy relationship with it. I was just like scrolling every once in a while, but then the addiction came back. I'm a little all over the place, but whatever. I think we're all over the place. I saw TikTok today, actually, when I was doom scrolling laying down after work. This guy was describing the same thing, like he was feeling so relieved with the fact that it was banned, and now that it's back, he's just here doom scrolling. He said, he just hears smoking and scrolling, right? We're all just back to our addiction. Like, I don't smoke, but like the way that TikTok has a hold hello, a hold on all of our lives. Guys, like actually we need to stand up and like confess our addiction and like not just be like silly goofy about it. Like, it's not okay. Like, it's only gonna get worse. Watching that video made me stop scrolling, and it freaked me out, and I was like, oh, I'm disgusting. Like over here I'm buying organic fruit, like freaking out about my health, like using extra money on like what I'm putting into my body. But like, we do all of that stuff, but we're not caring about our mental health, the stuff that we're intaking with our eyes and our brains. Anyway, so I thought that we had until midnight on the 19th. My hour-and-a-half commute home from work. I doom scrolled the whole way because I was like, this is it. This is my last scroll. And then I got here and Manuel and I made food. We were watching TV. It was like 11:30 and I wanted to show him a TikTok before it all went down. I went on and everything was being super glitchy and slow. I was like, oh, they took her away before midnight, and then lo and behold, I go on Instagram and everybody's talking about how
TikTok was taken away before midnight.
It seemed like everyone and their mother received a message on their TikTok screen that was like, due to the TikTok banned? You can't scroll anymore, whatever, I'm butchering it. But everyone got like a fancy little message. I didn't get that. I didn't get any messages on my TikTok. She just glitched out and stopped working. I showed Manuel all of the funny TikToks that I had needed to show him. I saved all of our cute TikToks that we had ever made. I made my peace with it. It felt unsettling, but I was relieved. I was like, this is the perfect excuse for me to like take on more hobbies, get my life back, actually focus more on my health this year, and to just get rid of that disgusting feeling that you have after 2 hours of straight doom scrolling. Ew. And the guilt that you feel for like days after, like thinking about all the things that you could have been doing. I have a great slumber, and then I wake up to go to work and I have a bunch of messages from my friends. Oh my god, she's back, la 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 la, and like screenshots of that new message that came in the next day. I knew it. President T. I don't want to say his name, okay? I'm uncomfortable. I don't want to say his name. Yeah, like I don't. Of course, he is taking credit for bringing TikTok back. No, like my voice is literally shaking. That's all the room I'm gonna give to that man on this channel. Oh my god. And then also supposedly people were paying so much money, like up to $70 an hour, to watch a live stream of like a TikTok FYP from other countries. Like, guys, like the proof is in the pudding. Like, we're addicted. No, you guys, no, just go sit outside. Femi and Addie and I were all like, okay, maybe it's just because we're on our periods, but like, why do we low-key care? Like, we were talking about the whole situation and like kind of talking about the pros and cons about it all, which is inspiring this video, honestly. So I was getting constant updates from them. The message that came back on everybody's screen was, welcome back. Thanks for your patience and support. As a result of President T's efforts, TikTok is back in the US. You can continue to create, share, and discover all the things you love on TikTok. As soon as it got banned and I saw the first message, I had a feeling that President T was gonna bring it back and be like, hey, look what I did for you guys. You know what makes me, oh, this is so satisfying. Oh my god. Wait. Anyway. As I was saying, I think I'm just more disappointed in myself. Like, as soon as it's back, immediately, like, I scold again. I think I've already emphasized the cons enough. Let me just add that the existence of TikTok and our consumption of short form content and the shortening of our attention spans, it makes me so nervous for the future of my children. And I don't even plan on having children until like years from now. A lot of people feel similarly. It's scary, yet we all continue to do nothing about it. And I think that's due to the pros of TikTok. Yeah. This actually looks so pretty. This is the prettiest latte I've ever made. Oh my god, and guess where I got this recipe from? If I delete her, I'm gonna miss her for this, for the recipes. One of the main pros and like actual useful ways to use TikTok was using it as a search engine. My friend Femi brought up, when was the last time that you needed to find a restaurant recommendation and that you just looked it up on Google? Like, if you're an actual TikTok user, when was the last time you looked up a recommendation without video format, like just plain on Safari? Probably 2013. Hello. Okay, he's joining the video. Even when I get to a restaurant but I want to see the fire dishes, I'm gonna look up TikToks of people eating there and then decide based off of what looks the best in the video. Every single Valentine's Day, anniversary, I do my research on TikTok because I know that the girlies are gonna give me the best recommendations. Of course, because of the algorithm and all the data, like everything is more catered to you. So really, you just can never go wrong with doing some restaurant research, like things to do in a new city that you're going to when you're like planning a vacation and you wanna compare different destinations that you're choosing from, seeing vlogs from each place. It's one of the better things about the app. One of the things that I hate is constantly diagnosing myself. Like, my friend Femi also said this. You're bloated and immediately you have to like go to TikTok for it to give you some crazy diagnosis and tell you that you need to eat more berries or you need to eat more this or you need to take this supplement and and the link is below. This is a day in my life and I do this every single day and I cured myself because blah, 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 blah. Is too much at a certain point though. I know I'm talking about pros, but like that part, yes, you can gain knowledge on literally anything, like including your health, but at a certain point, it's so many different opinions and information that it can also get super overwhelming. And if you're the type of person that like will diagnose yourself with anything and will purchase anything that you think is actually gonna fix you, you know how exhausting that part of TikTok is. But on the positive side, I do love that it keeps us smart, aware of things that are happening around the world. It has given us more of a worldly lens. Like, we're more connected to people all around because we hear all these different kinds of stories from all different kinds of people, tragedies, good things, miracles. We stay so updated on the news, although a lot of the time we're also very misinformed. But for Gen Z, you know, although we don't want to admit it, TikTok is like our news source, which is horrible. I have started to read way more articles at work to just like pass the time. And let me tell you, it is so much better. As an empath that is so tired of crying on this app, getting news from a written article, although it's still biased, you just receive things differently and it's still heartbreaking. There's a little bit more of a disconnect from like black letters on a white page versus watching like literal footage of a horrible tragedy. I wish that I could extend myself all around the world and like give everybody a hug and help everyone, but it's literally impossible. And again, it's just so exhausting because there's so many like crazy things happening everywhere all at once. Although I think it is so important to stay informed, sometimes I don't want to know all the tragedies that are happening all around the world. I said it and I stand by it. I am just one little petite woman. We already go through enough. Like, I cannot take on all of that. Events happening around me are already like emotional enough. Personal life already emotional enough. Whatever, I think you get my point. Let me give you an example. This is like an extreme opposite situation. My boyfriend Manuel has not had social media, any kind of social media, for a year and 2 months. Not to put him on blast, but like, he doesn't know anything that's going on. Like, he just wakes up and goes to work and works all day long and then unwinds at the end of the day, thinks about what we're gonna have for dinner, reads a book, and chills, talks to his family, hangs out with me, does some self-care, and he goes to sleep. Anytime I come to him with all this world news, and like, it's always negative. Like, I never come to him like, oh my God, guess what? This and this has been done for the US, for the world. No, it's always like a tragedy of some sort. He finds out about things in a very organic way. Like, for example, the fires that happened in LA. Horrible, sad, tragedy. Instead of him watching a bunch of videos of like actual footage, watching videos of people crying about their house burning down and them losing everything, he found out in a very organic way by me telling him about our friend who lives in LA, like, hey, she's okay, her family's okay, like, this is what's happening, like, I was super concerned. And of course, he becomes very concerned as well. He also found out through certain friends that like he plays Xbox with, or PS5, whatever, the games. One of the people that he games with like lives in the area too, so he also found out through him and like heard his story and like made sure he was okay, things like that. Of course, as an empath, he's gonna just give a moment of like genuine concern, like, oh my God, okay, well, I hope everything's okay, like, let me know if it gets worse, la 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 la. But then he moves on. Because that's all we can do, you guys. Sometimes, that's only been like for a year and 2 months. Maybe one day he'll get social media back and there will be like a different kind of balance. Or he will also figure out like a different way to like receive news, whether it's like on the TV or reading articles or whatever. There is something so admirable about like blocking the negative things out and like just focusing on yourself. Sometimes you have to step back and realize that making the world better is about making you better, so you could show up for people better. I'm not trying to preach or say something so you could be like, oh my God, like you ate, la la la. But I'm just trying to like think out loud because I'm justifying deleting TikTok. I don't think I need to explain myself to anyone, but I feel like I'm just justifying it to myself because I really don't want to, because of course it's a guilty pleasure. There's so many funny ones on there that just make my day and make me laugh. I think I have come to a point. I want to rewire my brain a little bit and like fix the dopamine system and just feel a little bit more in control of like the news that I decide to read on, the kinds of TV shows that I want to watch. And also because having the app just makes me feel kind of gross. President T's like, you're welcome guys, like I got this back for you. Like, I haven't even seen any videos of him talking about it or anything, like, so I'm probably just making that up, but just that that eerie message itself turned me off. So all of that being said, thanks for listening to my word vomit. Let me know if you agree with any of the things that I said or if I just sound crazy and I'm just overthinking it. But you know what? Before you even comment anything negative, I'm already gonna validate everything that I just said because that's just how I genuinely feel. Okay, those are my feelings. So whatever if you think I'm crazy. Okay, I'm gonna delete this. Oh. Oh, I actually wanted to try that. It was like a tuna sandwich from Jersey Mike's. That was another one of my pros. All of my recipes, like that is the best part about my TikTok. I made the most fire chocolate chia pudding. Alas. Never use that word in my life except for like in a random essay probably in high school. I just need a little break from it, okay? Don't make fun of me if I ever come back and I'm like, hey guys, it's the day in my life, okay? Because I might come back to TikTok, but for now I just need a break is what I'm saying. I'm not telling you to join me in this. You can do whatever you want. The pros of TikTok can make it worth it for you. But for me, not right now. Oh. Okay, I'm banning it. Cause that was weird. Like, oh, okay, it was banned for like 4 hours. So guys, join me over here with the long form content. Let's rewire our brain. Let's train ourselves to watch movies, long series, long YouTube videos. If you're not subscribed by now, what are you doing? Make sure you subscribe right now. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and comment. It helps to support me and my channel. That's it for now, guys. I think the dog wants to go outside, so gotta go. This is my sign to shut up. And see you in the next one.